I want you guys to stop for a minute and think about from the perspective of seeing all of these people who you at one point genuinely cared about, genuinely cared for, genuinely loved, genuinely wanted to see them be successful, only to eventually come to the realization that they weren't the same with you. Yeah. So for me, anything that I do choose not to do or choose not to engage with or whom not to engage with is warranted. Is warranted. There's a reason. And it don't need nobody's approval. All I can say is that everyone who was in my life, there was nothing for them to give to me. Nothing I needed them to do for me. There was not a benefit of me looking for it. So, so this is what I mean. Sometimes people become friends because they become friends with someone because they want something from them. Or they see that they're at a level that they're trying to go to. So they connect themselves because they want to see, how did you do it so I can do it too. Or, they may see, oh, I'm going to connect to this person because whatever the reason may be. That's not a pure intention. That's not a pure intention. I'm sorry, and y'all can take it however, but in all honesty, everyone that I work with on this show, there was nothing I ever wanted from any of them. Nothing. Never needed. Never wanted. Never had a handout for. There was nothing there was never anything that they had that made me ever say, ooh, I need to connect to them so I can learn this, or so I can do this, But I tell you one thing, if the intentions aren't pure, God will show that to you. I'm just being honest. I didn't need a hookup for hair, a hookup on makeup, a hookup on anything. Business ideas, new business ventures, nothing. I didn't need any of that from any of these people that I work with. So my intentions, all I can do is speak for me. My intentions were pure. Anyone that I hung out with or that I was around, I poured into. I didn't pull from. I poured into. And that has been my role with most, a lot of people. I pour into people. I love pouring into people. I love helping people be their best self. If that's what they, if that's what they need. I love doing that. Y'all saw that from season 1. Go back and look. So my intentions of the start of things are pure. But, God will show you who people are. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are hooked up to the right source. Yes, I am. Mel, keep doing you. Oh, I will. Y'all already know. And so, I can't speak for how other people move. I can only speak for me. I can only speak for myself. But you were also very shady for season 1 when we started season 1, there were shady moments. There's shady moments in any reality TV show. If you're new to reality TV, welcome. There are shady moments from everybody in any reality TV show. But the things I know that happened outside of the TV show is what it was. Y'all have heard some of the lowdown things that have happened outside of that I hope y'all wouldn't do to friends. Or who needs a friend that's going to help you cover up what you're doing but be in my house, eat my food, and smiling? Don't do that. Don't do that. Why do we think that's okay? Why do we make that okay? Why do we make that okay to have friends that ain't really friends? Because I wouldn't do that. I wish one of my married friends would ask me to help cover up anything. I ain't covering up a doggone thing. Don't ask, and you better not bring them around me either. And I'm going to tell. So, I'm sorry, but people idea of friendship is different. But no. No. It's a no for me. Nope. Don't get me in your mess. Stopping my blessings. Nope. My favor. Nope. And then especially if I'm friends with your wife or your husband too. No, we ain't doing all that. No. Ew. I just naturally just said, ugh. Because thinking about it, I couldn't do that. I could not do that. I couldn't. Ugh. No, I can't do that. I'm not going to be coming over here to your house, eating with your husband and stuff, taking trips with your husband and stuff, while I'm paying, giving you money to pay for an affair or any. No, heck no. That's so trifling. See, them the kind of people that show you when they hearts ain't right. I'm scared of them kind of people. Yeah, I got to stay away. Because that means they down for whatever. I can't be around down for whatever people. I can't. Not for where God's taking me. Destiny posting receipts. So somebody DM'd me. I saw, from the reunion. I apologize for what I apologize for. Correct. I wasn't as available. And I'll say it till the lights go down. I wasn't as available. But we're not going to act like you weren't hearing from me. And I said it, and it is what it is. We're not going to act like I didn't invite you to brunch. I got the text. Hey, you want to go to brunch? After filming was over in August. So, I still apologized for not being as available. Because I do pull back and get my energy back. Got to get my energy on point. So I apologize for that. But at the same time, the facts are I was contacting you. Period. Why didn't she post this receipt? I don't know. I mean, I can't control, I'm saying other people, everyone does. Not hearing from me was not true. It wasn't. I even have, if I want to, I got to save some. I keep a lot of stuff saved. I even text one of the producers right after doing it and said, look, we need to talk because this is the stuff I'm talking about. I'm tired of just lying. Look at these messages. We need to talk because I'm tired of people just lying. Text one of the keys. Sure did. After. I don't know. It's like for me, I really try to let people have their time, their moment, and look at it from, okay, let me apologize for whatever I have done, what I can apologize for. And I did. So I apologize all day for not being as available. Period. I ain't gonna sit here and say that you ain't hear from me because it's a lie. That is a lie. It's just not the truth. Just not the truth. And so in 6 weeks, If someone feels that in 6 weeks, I don't know where you're becoming. Y'all can't hear me. My signal in and out. Let me turn on my. Hold on. Let me turn on from. Period. Period. And I said I stand on what I said. I apologize because I wasn't as available, and I pulled back, but I pulled back from everyone and everything because filming always does is so much. And if you've never filmed a reality TV show, you might wouldn't get it, but trust me, it's a lot on top of kids. Businesses and all of that. It's a lot. So I pull back after filming is over. But we're not going to act like I disappeared. But I will apologize. Because you know what? I could have told you that I was going to pull back some. So I apologized for that on the stage. And I stand on it, and I meant the apology. But we aren't going to act like I had disappeared and you didn't never hear from me since filming. Now that ain't what we're about to do. You know. And so that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. You know, that's what I was saying. Homemade fried chicken, honey. Period. Period. Have you ever thought about moving out of Huntsville? I have. I have thought about it in the past, for sure. I definitely have. But I have children, you know, so child, this shirt says savage. You have to put boundaries in place or people will abuse you on many levels. I think people obviously have normalized abuse. They done got so used to it, they think it's the norm and it should be accepted. It's okay. Nah. Not with me. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Period. Y'all know what y'all heard what the apology was for? My apology was for pulling back and not letting you know that that's what I do when I'm done filming. But we're not going to say I disappeared because that's not true. You just did not hear from me anymore after we wrapped. Talking, we not finna play on some Maddox and be on some but I didn't hear your voice. We were communicating back and forth via text. Meaning, I wrote you, you wrote me back. We're communicating. So I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know why people want me to be made out to be such a bad person. Especially, you know, when the facts are the facts. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's what comes with the territory. You know? But 6 weeks and now we don't know where the friendship lies or where our friendship stands because we haven't hung out in only 6 weeks. I have people right now that I'm close with I haven't seen in months, but we'll get together or pick up the phone and talk like we haven't missed a beat. Those are the kind of friendships I'm used to because I know we all have lives. We're all busy. We all have things we're doing. We don't get offended. We don't start thinking. I mean, matter of fact, shoot, I need to text Stormy back. Me and Stormy ain't even talked in about a week. And nowhere in my mind am I thinking, oh, something must be wrong. We must not be friends anymore. And no, we're busy. But when we do pick up that phone, we're going to be right back on some, girl, what you doing? What you been doing with your crazy self? That's what we're going to end up doing. And catch up. And that's what always happens with us. Sometimes we go a week or two and then we catch up. But none of us, we're not sitting over here wondering or thinking something's wrong with our friendship. No. That's how my besties and I are. Never skip a beat. Facts. Facts. My friend Brittany, everybody knows me and Brittany been friends since we were 18. That's my BFF. Guess what? Guess what? If me and Brittany don't talk for a week, when we do get on the phone, it's not, we ain't thinking something wrong with our friendship. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just different. I think too, a part of me knowing, and I'll talk about this when God say go, when I need to. But I think too, a part of me knowing how great of a friend I have been, and people rather are choosing to run with a narrative as if I'm not a good friend when they know I've had their back, even after the reunion when they were questionable and I still was going to try to just still push it to the back, move forward. I still had your back. You know, that now let me tell you, just because I ain't over here crying and looking sad, I can make myself look sad if y'all want me to make myself look sad. I can do that. I can come on a live and look real sad for y'all. But I'm not about to do it because that's not where I am. So I'm not going to fake it for y'all. I'm sorry. But I can make myself look really sad and really hurt if I wanted to. I'm not about to fake it because I pick up and I move on and keep going. But knowing the kind of friend that I have been and the ways that I've come through, even financially, and I've come through, I don't know about y'all, but you don't have a lot of friends out here who will just give you thousands of dollars at a time because they know you're in need, because they understand your situation. And that's why this narrative of me lacking empathy or sympathy and all of this different stuff, it's like, really? Like, you know what's up. Like, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's the kind of friend I am. And that's what I've done. And I got the receipts for that too when I'm ready to drop them. Like, don't do that. And I think that was another thing too. You know, when we were all together, just like, don't sit here and let somebody act like I'm such a bad friend when you know that's not true. When you know that. You know what I'm saying? When you know that. Your PayPal proves that. I'm a very good friend. I'm going to have your back. Yep. So, not going to do it. It seems like everybody's trying to take you somewhere, taking out look like the bad guy this season. Ciao. No words on that. No words. I do. Mel, don't discuss what you did for your friend. It's not that you've never heard me even speak on it. So it's not that I'm trying to discuss what I did for a friend, because you've never heard me speak on it until someone is trying to, and that's just the facts. It's not that, I want to discuss it. I'm giving the facts. The facts is, don't act like I've not been a good friend. Don't do that. You know, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't.
Can y'all hear me? Because I'm trying to see if the commentary is coming through. Can you hear me? If you're watching the video right now, let me know if my voice is coming through. Because it wasn't like, so when you watch the video back, you'll probably see some pauses in the video because I don't think my voice was coming through, but I'm listening on my phone and I can hear it. So let's keep going.
Do that. Like, always keep it 100 all the way across the board. Everyone keep it 100 across the board. So, but that's the thing. People don't like when people start coming with facts. Then y'all turn it around and make it be like, see, that ain't what you should do. That ain't what you should do. Stop. When people come with facts, because they want to keep the narrative in their minds that they've made up in their minds to feel a certain way about people or feel a certain way about a situation. I'm going to lay the facts out and only the truth. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care.
Here's my thing. I don't have an issue with Mel saying something about her helping Destiny, because at the end of the day, Destiny seems like she doesn't have a problem dragging Mel or talking shit about her to whoever is going to listen. So while you're talking crap, make sure that you also tell people about all of the things that I did to be a good friend, because you seem to be holding true to all the things that I did that you so-called feel that I've done to be a bad friend. Make sure you give me my comeuppance in those where it needs to be given. Okay.
What it seems like. Tell me that something's not from the heart when I discuss it prior to it being a reason that I'm discussing it. Then it's not from the heart. But if I'm having to defend or really show you another side of something, I'm going to pull out everything that shows another side of it. For example, I'm also that friend who will randomly send flowers to you because you having a bad day. But y'all don't hear about that, do y'all? Y'all don't hear about that. And I'm not talking about this past Valentine's Day. I'm talking about before that. I'm that friend. But I'm such a bad friend. That's what I'm saying. But when I start giving y'all facts, I tell y'all sometimes people want to, whichever way they can make it negative for Mel that makes them feel better, then let that make you feel better. But I'm going to lay the facts down when they need to be laid down. You've never heard me talk about where this person is saying this. Let's get to the root. When you have a good friend in your life, treat them as such. Can we start there? Don't try to make it seem like they're not or they weren't. Don't do that. That's the root. I hate how people always, it's just like when things happen and people get mad at the reactor versus, the root or the cause of the reaction. Start over on that. Like, why are you not saying, dang, why have somebody, somebody who's your friend looking out for you? Why would you do this to them? Why would you lie? Why would you say this? Why would you say that? Why we ain't saying that? Instead, y'all saying, don't say what you did for a friend. Child, that's why I do what I want to do, how I want to.
That's the thing. I'm that friend, or that person. If you talking shit about somebody, what the hell did you do? What was the cause and the effect of this situation? And that's what I feel about this with Destiny. What did you do to cause this woman to have this reaction with you, to have this disconnect with you, outside of her obviously needing to take a break from recording and the season ending? Something had to have come between them, a breakdown of sorts, for this to come about.
Do it when I want to do it, because a lot of times y'all be so fickle and so wishy-washy and be so sometimes hypocritical with your thought process. That's why I do what I want to do, what makes me feel good. Because baby, the thought process sometimes be off. People start fires and get mad when they get burned. Perfect phrase.
Destiny, okay, while we get into some things that happened last night. So whatever you want me to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. So here we go.
All right, y'all, this is where I recorded Carlos King. He did a live immediately, maybe a few minutes after Mel did her live, and he addressed a couple of things. And you can actually see, I want you guys to watch the comment thread if you can see it. Melody and Kimmy are actually commenting as he is doing the live. So Melody brings up some good points as this live is going on. So stay tuned.
Well, let me first say this. So as you all know, network called The Nightcap with Carlos King. It debuts Saturday. Got to talk about some things. Okay? All right. So, last night's episode was going to get right into Melody and Destiny, because clearly that's what you guys want to talk about. So we'll talk about that right now. So look, obviously, based on what happened at the reunion, that reunion allowed answers to be told in regards to exactly what happened between Melody and Destiny's friendship. So I, like you guys, were super surprised to know that Melody and Destiny were not on the same terms. It was very sad to see, because at the end of the day, I think we all enjoyed Destiny and Melody's friendship, right? And Destiny obviously was brought on the show because she was friends with Martell and Melody. Now, one thing that is interesting to me that I need to ask this at the reunion. So last night, Destiny said that she's been friends with Martell since...
So y'all heard it right there. Mr. Carlos is hosting a reunion again.
high school, right? Am I tripping, or did she say that? Because I felt like I that's what I said in my last recap, and then Melody hopped on live and said to me that no, that's not true, that Melody says she's been married to Martell for, 14 years, and she's never heard of Destiny. So that's the part that confused me the most. So I really don't, right? She did say that. Okay, so y'all, okay. I thought, I wasn't tripping. So last night, Destiny said that she knew Martell before Destiny said last night that she knew Martell before Melody, and that her and Martell were friends in school. But when I said that a few weeks ago, Melody checked me and said that was wrong, and that she never heard of Destiny while she was married to Martell up until she got on the show. So I was so confused and lost by all of that. So when Destiny said that last night, I was like, look, I could have sworn I heard that. So I didn't think that I got that, wrong. So that's something we also have to discuss, because it's very confusing with this timeline. I'm very confused by the timeline, but what I'm not confused at are the receipts of the text messages. Yeah! Martell mom said they have been friends since high school too. I know, that's what I could have sworn I said that. Petty King said maybe they had a secret friendship. You're petty and you're messy. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all couldn't even hear me. I feel like even though Martell, timeline wise knew Destiny before Melody, I feel like they had a closer connection than Destiny did with Martell. So my thing is, where I feel like the betrayal comes in with Melody, is that she feels like, listen, we were closer, but now I can't trust you because you're going back and talking about me to Tisha, somebody that clearly what my issues are with her. And that lets me know you may be going back and talking about me to my ex as well. So it's just a lot of shadiness going on. And my thing is, if Melody is your girl, she got your back. She's, shelling you out some cash here and there, listening to your problems. She just needed a little bit of a break because y'all just finished filming. Martell is not doing that for you. And you don't have to necessarily make a choice per se. You can just sit both of them down and agree that you're not going to talk about either one of them with either one of them. But that wasn't made clear. And it's clear that that's not what would have been done, because she talks about Melody to whoever will listen.
So, Melody, who we're going to call the Queen of Receipts, mentioned last night this log of receipts detailing her conversation with Destiny and how she was reaching out to Destiny and that Destiny was not responding back. Now, according to Melody's text messages, plural, she said that she asked Destiny how she was doing, and that Destiny said just chillaxing. Then Destiny said, I don't even talk like that. And then Melody turned the phone around and said, no, look, you did say just chillaxing. And then proceeded to continue on the conversation via... I don't know if Destiny forgot that she used the word chillaxing. I don't know. But Destiny this morning posted a screenshot of text messages between her and Melody. So my question is, in the words of Aretha Franklin, who is zooming who? Because I need to understand what exactly happened. Because I'm like you guys, I really am confused by it too. But my thing is, I just don't see Melody doctoring a text message. I don't see that. So with that being said, I do think perhaps Destiny may have forgotten exactly what she said. I just don't see it. Hey Kimmy, hey Melody.
I keep on forgetting to unmute. Anyway, as y'all can see here, Melody says Angela got it in her phone, talking about the one of the producers. Apparently, Melody sent the text messages to one of the producers in its entirety to show that she wasn't playing around and that she wanted to have a conversation with Destiny. So if you see that, you'll see that here, and she talked about that in the video that I just played with her. So y'all, this is it. I am going to end this here, but I wanted you to see in its entirety, okay, all of the receipts from Melody. She confirms that the Scotts knew that Martell was cheating on her, coming over her house, putting their feet up under her table, child, eating her food, okay, and just kikiing with her, shelling him money to help him to pay for the mistress, all these different things. So there should be no reason why anybody doesn't understand why Melody doesn't want to have a close relationship with Letitia. Because at the end of the day, Letitia knew what was going on, and she so quickly threw that BMW situation in Melody's face, further letting her know that she knew what was going on. Also, Melody made the comment about showing up at the bar, right? Because clearly she knows something. She said that she has receipts, but she's basically waiting when the right time to say something, or she probably won't. Just make sure that they don't keep on talking trash about her or saying she's doing things that she's not, because she may go ahead and pull some of those receipts when it's in her favor. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, please, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that watches this show as well. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.